Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. This phrase, repeated by philosophers, monks, and modern psychologists, holds a secret the ancient Stoics understood deeply: the power of reframing. How many times have you asked yourself, why did this happen to me, after a loss, disappointment, or failure? The mind seeks meaning, and when it doesn't find one, it creates a negative one. But what if what hurts you today is actually what will make you stronger tomorrow? The Stoics believed that reality is neutral. What makes it good or bad is the judgment we place upon it. Seneca said, "A man is not unhappy because of things themselves, but because of his opinion about them." This video will discover how changing the meaning of pain can change the course of your life. We'll understand how the Stoic masters turned loss into power and how you can do the same, starting now. Before we continue, if you seek practical wisdom and emotional clarity through Stoicism, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who needs a new perspective. Life is made of events we cannot control, but we can control what they mean to us. That's one of the most powerful ideas in Stoicism, and perhaps the most transformative when it comes to suffering. Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius lived in harsh times: wars, illness, slavery, exile. Yet they left behind teachings of inner peace, acceptance, and moral strength. They understood that suffering is not a conscious choice, but remaining attached to it is. To reframe does not mean to deny pain. It means to give it a new meaning, to turn what seemed like a burden into a lesson. It's what separates those who break from those who grow through pain. In this video, we'll explore how to apply the Stoic principle of reframing in real life. You'll learn what reframing truly means from a Stoic perspective, how to train your mind to see opportunities inside adversity, and how to use suffering as fuel to become stronger, wiser, and freer. What reframing means according to the Stoics. To reframe is to consciously reinterpret events. It's to look at a loss, rejection, or failure and ask, what can I learn from this? The mind seeks meaning, and when it doesn't find one, it creates a negative one. But what if what hurts you today is actually what will make you stronger tomorrow? The Stoics believed that reality is neutral. What makes it good or bad is the judgment we place upon it. Epictetus, who was born a slave, said, "It's not things themselves that disturb us, but the opinions we hold about them." That changes everything. If the source of suffering is interpretation, then the power to change that interpretation lies within us. And that's where transformation begins. It's not the event that defines your pain, but the meaning you assign to it. Suffering as an opportunity for virtue. For the Stoics, every adversity is a test of virtue. When life challenges you, it invites you to exercise courage, patience, resilience, or wisdom. Seneca wrote that the gods treat the strong with rigor because they know what they are capable of. No man becomes great by accident. He must face great trials. Reframing, then, is shifting your focus. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" This simple linguistic change transforms everything. Pain stops being punishment and becomes training. The Stoic technique of the dichotomy of control. The Stoics divided the world into two categories: what depends on us and what does not depend on us. Losing a job, being betrayed, facing illness, all of this lies outside our direct control, but our reaction to these events is entirely within our power. To reframe is to apply this dichotomy. You accept what you cannot change, but you transform what you can, your perception. From that point on, suffering loses its power and inner strength emerges. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In other words, to reframe is to purify your thoughts so they don't become your enemy. The power of inner language. The way you talk to yourself defines how you live your reality. When something bad happens, the mind tends to label it. This is unfair. This is terrible. I don't deserve this. But the Stoic observes and reformulates. This is a test. This is an opportunity to practice patience. This is a lesson about detachment. Each reinterpretation strengthens the muscle of reframing. It's like training a new way of seeing the world. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Reframing is an act of language and consciousness. It's recoding suffering so it works in your favor. Historical examples of Stoic reframing. Epictetus, a slave-turned philosopher, saw the pain of servitude as the school of inner freedom. Seneca, unjustly exiled, transformed solitude into time for reflection and wrote letters that still inspire today. Marcus Aurelius, emperor in times of plague and war, used the suffering of power as a field to practice humility and compassion. They all reframed pain as the soil where virtue grows, and they showed that true strength doesn't lie in avoiding suffering, but in giving it a purpose. How to apply this in modern life? Observe your immediate reaction. When something hurts you, breathe and say, "This is just a fact." That pause opens space for reason. Question the meaning. Ask, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can this make me stronger?" Act with virtue. Choose the response that reflects who you want to be, not what your impulses dictate. Record your reframings. Writing helps consolidate new meanings. A Stoic journal is a powerful tool. Practice tragic gratitude. Be thankful not only for good things, but also for the difficult ones. That turns pain into a teacher, not an enemy. The psychological and spiritual impact. To reframe is to free yourself from the role of the victim. A mind that learns to find meaning in pain becomes invincible. It's like turning lead into gold, the true alchemy of the soul. Modern neuroscience confirms this. Consciously reinterpreting events reduces negative emotional impact and strengthens resilience. The Stoics intuitively knew what science has only proven centuries later. Suffering can be the beginning of your awakening if you allow it to. The Stoics did not run from pain. They observed it, learned from it, and emerged stronger. To reframe is the secret to turning wounds into wisdom and chaos into clarity. Marcus Aurelius said, "The obstacle is the way." Let that phrase become your lens. The next time something feels unbearable, ask yourself, how can this make me better? Pain is inevitable, but the meaning you give it is the difference between losing yourself or finding yourself. Transform suffering into strength, and you will discover the Stoic secret of true inner freedom.